Okay, right. Hi everyone. Yeah, so we can start now. Okay, can you hear me here? Okay, clear. All right. So if you can't, you can just message here in the chat box. Okay. All right. So I see some message. Okay, so someone asked whether the college takes in any international students. So the answer is yes. Okay, all right, let me share screen here. Okay, all right, so let's start here. Yeah, so good evening, all students and parents. I think there's some parents here today. So I'm Chi, okay, I'm the Regional Marketing Manager and Education Counselor for Yes Education Penang office. Okay, so we are actually the education and university placement consultants with the head office in Sydney, Australia. Okay, so this is from Penang office. Right, so today, for today's webinar, so we are going for study in Singapore, okay, with PSB Academy. Okay, we will share with you about study in Singapore, right? PSB Academy, the courses and the facilities, okay, in the academy. Okay, so I hope that you will get benefit a lot from this webinar. So by the way, there will be a short quiz actually in between before the Q&A session. Okay, so I hope students will enjoy to participate later on. Okay, right, as you can see from the screen here. Okay, so after the webinar, right, you can always visit us at the Facebook and also Instagram. Okay, for any videos or anything that you would like to ask. Okay, right. So here, this is my contact in Penang, right, for Malaysia. So you can, if you want, you can just get the number down. But anyway, you already received a message from this number. Okay, that's my email. Okay, right. So before we start today, so I would like to invite our speaker later on. Okay, so if you have any questions, please go to the Q&A box, right? You can straight away type your question, okay? And later we will share with it, okay? At the end of the presentation, so there will be a Q&A session. So I will take the questions one by one, okay? Right. So with this, I'm happy to welcome Katie from PSB Academy Singapore to share with you about study in Singapore and at PSB Academy. Okay, right, let's pass to her now. Right, hi Katie.
Thank you, Chi. Let me share my screen. Chi, can you put me as co-host? Okay, let me try again. Okay, now it's working, right? Can see my screen? Okay, so welcome everyone. Thanks for joining this session today. I'm Kathy. I'm the Deputy Country Manager for PSB Academy Singapore, representing the recruitment for Malaysia team. And Singapore is not, I would say, foreign to us. Most of students in Malaysia would consider countries like Australia, UK when studying abroad. And Singapore is also one of the neighboring country which you can consider today. And I will introduce you about Singapore. I'm sure most of you have been to Singapore. Yeah, some of the pictures here shown Marina Bay. It's some of the Instagrammable places. I hope once the border is open, you can visit these places again. Of course, we also have a pretty night view in the dining in the cable car. So some of the attraction places are just to get you excited since we cannot travel now, right? Yeah. And this is one of the Instagrammable places. It's called the Helix Bridge, built by very famous architecture from Australia. Yeah, if you have time to visit, of course, this Gardens by the Bay is one of the most visited places yeah, in Singapore. And as well as Haji Lane Street Art, you can view the very beautiful wall arts in Singapore. And to me, it doesn't look like Singapore at all. It looks like Paris. Yeah. And also they have these vintage buildings like this police station in Singapore. It's also very Instagrammable. Hope you have time to visit. And this Peranakan house at Kun Seng Road as well. There's a influence of Peranakan like Malaysia, right? Yeah. So of course, when we talk about study overseas, we also talk about food. Of course, Singapore cannot beat Malaysia in terms of food lah. But then, yeah, you can still find decent food in Singapore. Yeah, so I'd like to introduce you to PSB Academy. PSB Academy is founded in 1964 and we have been around for 55 years. And PSB is once known as the part of the government board to increase the skills and the productivity of the employees in Singapore. That's how we came about. And in 2006, we actually became a private education institution. So we used to be under government. Now we are a private institution. And this is my name. Yeah. And today I hope to share with you on a bit about further study in Singapore with PSB, and also I'll share a little bit about the career opportunity in terms of if you are thinking of staying on after graduation in Singapore. Yeah, and also to select in terms of different courses that is available. Without further ado, I'll move on to the next slide. So as you can see in this slide, right, we do have advertisement in Sinchu. We actually advertise our students, our top achiever. These are Malaysian students. Yeah, and the programs, the activities that we have done in the past in schools in Malaysia. Yeah, these are some of the pictures just to share with you. And we also have collaborations with Malaysian institution as well. In terms of articulation, we do also offer PSP courses, hospitality program. We actually partner with yeah, for certain courses. So we do have our presence in Malaysia, not just in Singapore, not just Malaysia. We also have our branch campuses for more to international schools or colleges in other parts of the country like China, Myanmar, Indonesia. Yeah. And why would you want to study in Singapore? Like especially Malaysians would think that Singapore, if I spend the same amount of money, right? Why don't I go further? But then now I think because of a few reasons that I'd like to share with you, Singapore is one of the second safest city in the world after Tokyo. And of course, in terms of the work opportunities, a lot of Malaysians would want to go abroad and find a job. And if you ask me, a lot of students actually, they would either stay on if they can find a job or they would come back. But of course, in terms of currency, you want to get a better paid job than Singapore. Most of my friends, especially my batch, they are now in Singapore now working, and most of them would not want to come back because they have seen like the better quality of living. And of course, doesn't mean that we are no longer patriotic to our country. Yes, we are still Malaysian inside out, but there are certain things about Singapore which appeals to some people. And I believe this is one of the reasons as study destination that you can consider. I hope to change your mind today if you are not considering. But anyway, you joined today because you are thinking about this, right? Yeah. So let me share this video overview about our campus, how it looks like. Let me know if you can hear this.
Welcome to my Academy of the Future. At PSB Academy, we have access to 2 campuses, and now we're here at City Campus at Marina Square. It spans 2 stories and is right in the heart of the city. Our campuses were intentionally designed with lots of communal spaces, both for study and to just chill between or after classes.
The Hive is where students can approach our staff for assistance, such as academic support, student life activities, and career advice. With so many university partners from the UK, Australia, and New Zealand, and a myriad of programs to choose from,
We need all the help we can get.
Our campuses have facilities that provide us with practical preparation for our future careers. My peers and I, from Media Communication and Studies, get to use the TV and radio studios for our projects, working with lecturers to come with the industry experience.
Our Mba Rooms feature club seating for seminar-style discussions, with equipment for video conferencing and recording, breaking down the boundaries of a traditional classroom.
While we have extensive online libraries to serve our textbook and revision needs, our Learning Resources Centre here is an additional resource we can use between classes.
As for our lessons, some of them are held in lecture theatres like this, where we sometimes hold student performances and large-scale presentations as well. For smaller tutorials, each of our classrooms have writable walls for breakout or interactive discussions and wireless display technology. Overseas guest speakers can even interact with the class through video conference.
On top of hard skills and strong foundational knowledge, we pride ourselves in developing holistic leadership skills in our students.
we participate in student-run clubs and associations, as well as career readiness workshops or talks related to their disciplines. And outside of that, some recreational time at the eateries and shops around campus is a great way to unwind and catch up with friends.
But that's not all we do outside of class or campus.
We often have industry visits to places like the Google and Facebook office, newsrooms, and even engineering factories, so students are exposed and can learn what to expect from their future workplace.
And speaking of factories, our STEM campus was built to churn out industry-ready STEM talent like me, who will be contributing in the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics sectors in Asia.
Spaces in STEM campus are carefully designed to encourage students to test out their new ideas through experimentation and prototyping. Like our engineering lab and fluid mechanics lab that give folks like me the chance to learn using precision engineering equipment.
Many of our labs feature see-through glass panels, which provide more open concept environments for our learning. Our life sciences and chemistry labs were designed by academics on the back of more than 10 years of experience in delivering top quality life and chemical science education in Singapore. Lab work can take up to 30% of a program's curriculum, so students can expect to be well versed in techniques and instrumentation used in the real world.
What's a computer science or IT student without his computer? We've got labs across both campuses to facilitate the online learning and necessary software training for different disciplines.
My classes and I in the sports science programs have the opportunities to test 3D cameras fitted in the sports science lab. This is where we do practical workshops to learn and test concepts in sports performance analysis, 3D motion analysis by studying gait and movement.
Would you like to pay us a visit?
We're close to 6 MRT stations. The city campus is minutes away from City Hall, Promenade, and Esplanade MRT stations. Our STEM campus is close to Gretel, Toa and Caldecott stations.
Your future can start right here at PSB Academy.
Right. So the campus you have actually seen, it's actually, we have two campuses, one in the city square, which is near Marina Bay, and the other one is is a STEM campus in Toa Payoh. Yeah, so we do have two campuses, you can see. Marina Square is about 102,000 square feet. It's actually quite big, and we have a lot of labs, facilities, MBA room, lecture theatre. So you do have the campus experience with PSB. Yeah. Some of the activities that we have done in the past, including industry collaboration, and also some invited guest speaker, as well as our student networking session. Yeah. So as you can see, when you enter the main hall, this is how it looks like. Yeah, this is the entrance. And then our classroom, learning resource center, and our lecture theater, they actually take attendance via thumbprint. Yeah. And this is our mass communication facility, our life sciences and physical science lab is here, STEM campus. And then we also have the bio lab, engineering lab, sports lab. And if you consider Singapore, right, what is the main thing that attracts? It's because of the affordable course fee as compared to other Western countries like Australia and UK. And I'll show you about the shorter duration of studies which you can complete as compared to a normal pathway. You can actually shorten your duration and you still get a UK or Australia degree upon completion. And of course, Singaporean loves to hire Malaysians. Yeah, so there's definitely employment rate higher for Malaysians in Singapore. And we do have 5 schools, and I will speak in detail on each of these schools later on. And in total, we have 12,000 students from 9 university partners, of which 80% of them are full-time students. And also we have about 200 over lecturers. And you can see that the main bulk are actually from Asian countries, Asia, yeah, Malaysia, China, India, Indonesia, Korea, Myanmar, Thailand. Yeah, so we do have good number of mix of international and also local students. And these are some of the partner uni that we collaborate with. For different specialization, we actually have a different partner uni which is popular for that major itself. So this blue circle here is an indication of the number of years we have been collaborating with this uni. And if you know about Australian uni, right, Newcastle is one of the top 10 Australian uni in Australia. And we collaborate for engineering programs, IT. And Wollongong is popular for business. And La Trobe is for life sciences. ECU is for sports science as well as cybersecurity program. Coventry is also one of the top 15 uni in the UK. And for this program, a lot of our students actually, once they take our diploma, they are able to complete within 16 months for the degree itself, the entire program. And Edinburgh Napier, for now, we partner for sports science. And some of the programs available in life science, right, we do have 4 different type of major, biomedical, biotech, chemistry, and pharmaceutical science. So if you are a person who is very curious about creating some drugs, vaccine, especially now we are in this COVID pandemic, all the more we are very cautious about all these things. Yeah, and especially Singapore, they are very kiasu, right? So in terms of testing also, they do a lot more. That's why suddenly, beginning of COVID, their numbers actually shoot up quite high. And unfortunately, now it's Malaysia's turn. So stay safe, everyone. Yeah, so these are the programs that are available with La Trobe Uni. And under School of Life and Physical Science, we actually offer these programs. If you are a student coming from O-levels or SPM, then you will be studying either foundation diploma in life science or certificate in sports and exercise science. And the duration is shown here. Certificate program would be 6 months. Foundation diploma is around 6 to 9 months actual duration. And then the students from certificate will progress to a diploma. The actual duration is only 9 months. So imagine both certificate and diploma, you are able to complete within 1.5 years. And for our diploma program is actually equivalent to degree year 1. Yeah. And students from STPM or A levels, then you need to start with the year 1 for La Trobe program. Yeah, 24 months. Yeah, actual duration is actually 2 years only, starting from STPM or A levels. And for this, it would be 16 months upon completion of diploma. And if you're curious about sports science, this is not just a program for students that are active in sports. So we do have students that is active in different kind, like dance. She's a gymnast and she's a ballroom dancer, and she is in this field. And some of the students, they are not even active in sports, but they are interested in probably in nutrition, in terms of coming up with the special diet for sports people, and then how do you prevent injury. So you study about different biomechanics, like different people have different types of body and how their body perform best. They need to like understand how their body works. So we use technology to measure the movement. This is biomechanics. So this is some of the things that you study in sports science. And for PSB Academy, we do have over 400 student population in this faculty itself. And to say that we have the numbers to say that we do have one of the best sports science lab and also good lecturers in terms of offering this program. And we do partner with the industry expert via export in terms of collaboration so that the students are able to get a more hands-on and practical experience when they have all this support. Yeah. And our Edmund Napier is rated 5 stars for teaching. And some of the career opportunities, if you're studying sports science, it's just not limited to becoming a trainer. There's a lot of areas that you can actually consider in terms of the work choices, right? There's also sport tourism, there's also sport analytics, there's also event management, marketing, sales, especially sports person, once they get injured, right? Like that's the end of the career. That's why it's important for them to prevent the sports injury so that they can continue on to develop themselves in this career. Yeah. And then next we have business program. And I think with this pandemic, most of the in-demand programs would be both this digital marketing as well as logistic and supply chain. Yeah, we do have all other common ones as well. And if in case you are curious, like why study marketing, you can read up and do some research as well. So I just share some information with you over here. And Singapore is always seen as one of the top country that has the most multinational companies. It's actually a regional hub for Google, for Facebook, in case you are not aware, right? And in terms of marketing and also e-commerce and financial hub, Singapore is seen as one of the financial hub as well. So in terms of work opportunity, you need to know like whether the country has all this development or not, and whether there's companies that are hiring or not. Yeah. And for business school, we do have all these disciplines, mass comm, marketing, logistics, supply chain, hospitality and tourism, as well as management and accounting and finance. And the pathway would be the same as earlier. For business management, you can actually study in 3 months and complete, yeah, instead of 6 months. And then the rest would be 6 months, and then diploma would be 9 months. And for the degree part, we partner with different universities. So about PSB, right, we allow students to do the selection. So like you are thinking of what to eat, for example, you always think about the main course, and then for the entire day, you are full with the main course. But with PSB, we encourage a lot of side dishes. Yeah, the side dishes is that even if you start off with a general business, you are able to branch out to different major when it comes to diploma or degree. You can still choose. There's a lot of different specialization from the business itself. Yeah. And this is the overview. If you are considering digital marketing, for example, you start off with the general business and then you progress to the year 2 of all this program. Yeah, with Australia or UK, you can actually choose and you get the actual certificate from that partner uni itself, not PSB Singapore. For certificate and diploma would be from PSB Singapore, but the degree part would be the same as if you study overseas in UK or Australia. Media and communication, we have hospitality and tourism. And tourism sector actually contributed a lot to Singapore, but because now border is closed, right? I mean, like when the pandemic is over, hopefully, you know, people are actually voting up. They don't want to stay at home and they want to go out. Yeah, especially Singapore, right? They just want to go when Hong Kong is open. So many people actually went to Hong Kong, and then yeah, when you are stuck at home, you cannot go anywhere. It's very depressing. So a lot of people just want to go out, and I'm sure this tourism industry will actually come back bouncing up. Just that we cannot because of the restriction, but people still want to travel, right? Yeah. And for the hotel industry in Singapore, you don't actually hear them closing down like in Malaysia. That's because the government actually provides subsidy for the hotel, yeah, for them to survive. And for sports science, this is the pathway. Yeah, you can see as mentioned, life sciences. And we do have engineering program as well, electrical, EE, and mechanical. And we also have cybersecurity under the IT program. And this is actually in demand now because of the lack of talent, and there's actually high demand and people are hiring. So if you are interested in engineering and IT related program, you can consider this program because it's really not very, I would say, not many people choose this program for now. So there is a high demand and very high pay. Yeah. And IT, you can also go for computer science or normal computing. As mentioned, cybersecurity, this is high demand. And some of the career path for this different specialization. Yeah. And our students, they do have industry visits, like for example, they visit Cisco, you know, and they have invited guests, and they have exposure in terms of the workplace. Yeah, this is something that is helping the student in terms of getting an employment. And for industry attachment, our engineering program with Newcastle, actually we do have industry attachment. That's why the duration might be slightly longer, but it's still shorter than 4 years in Malaysia. Yeah, yeah, some of the history of the university, yeah, just to share with you. And our engineering program is accredited by the Washington Accord, and the students that want to get to become chartered engineer, they actually go through this. Yeah. And postgraduate, I think some students here today want to study masters as well, and we have all this masters program. And I'm just gonna go through quickly because I know time is short, right? Yeah. And some of the companies that we partner with and the students have gone to work. These are some of the companies, and yeah, you can read in the news. Because of Singtel actually got hacked mid of the year, so Singapore beef up the security. Yeah, and under the defense network, we also partner with all this U.S. National Security Agency, and it's accredited by EC Council. The students get professional papers. So this is the overview for Malaysian student. You study 3 to 6 months, certificate level or foundation diploma, whereby you continue with the diploma, which is year 1. And then the degree, shortest duration with edible Napier will be top up 12 months. And then 16 months would be the general. And then engineering normally would be able to complete within 32 months. And the entry qualification is not very high. Yeah, and we do have study grant available for students from O levels and STPM. We actually offer up to 2005 in both level, and for UEC STPM we also offer, depends on the merit grades. And for this we do offer as well up to $4,000 for Malaysian students that take our Coventry program. Yeah, so this is for next year intake. Living expenses is actually not as costly as you think, because we actually do save a lot on food as well as the lodging. As compared to living costs in KL or main cities, you know, in Johor, actually the living cost can be equivalent or higher. And our course fee is actually not very expensive as well. I'm going to go through the next few slides on the career prospect and also some of the average pay. I think this is important. For your information, these are the companies that are still hiring amidst the pandemic. And this is Razer. Razer is actually a technology company, gaming industry. And then Johnson & Johnson, this is TikTok, and Food Panda, delivery companies, Lazada, of course, e-commerce. So the company still hiring, and of course, Amazon. Yeah, they are all in Singapore. And current trend this year, these are the in-demand jobs. Sorry that it's a little bit blurry, but then whatever related to IT, you can see AI is the top in the rank, followed by robotics engineer. So these are the in-demand jobs in Singapore. So you might want to take note of this and do some research when it comes to your choice of major selection. And I'd like to share with you the pay scale based on different industry as well. For example, like engineering, the students that take on different roles, they are paid on average. This is the minimum monthly salary. Yeah, you can see it's actually over 3K. If you are diploma level, then of course the pay scale is around 2,000 plus. And then IT on average, it's about 2005 for a diploma level. If you have undergraduate certificate, then you will be paid higher, of course. Some of our students actually get paid as high as 3,500. Yeah. And HR industry can share with you. Accounting, these are all according to Kelly Services. And of course, I'd like to reiterate again, IT is the highest paying industry. I think same applies to Malaysia as well. And if you are considering business logistic program, yeah, you can see this is the minimum salary lah. Yeah. And then healthcare, in terms of research, Singapore, they have a lot of R&D jobs, you know. You can simply go to the Job Street Singapore and look up the jobs that is uncommon in Malaysia, especially like if you study biotech, right? You don't know where to go and where to work. In Malaysia, it's very limited. But in Singapore, actually, they have a lot of demand and they want expertise in healthcare industry. Yeah. And just to explain to you the different types of the working visa in Singapore. So employment pass EP are the degree holder mostly, and their salary is around the range of 3,009 above. And then those that hold S pass is the skill-based workers, and work permit is also below this amount, is roughly around 2,000 plus. Yeah. And the definition by MOM, yeah, you can look up. And then these are the companies as shown and the companies that we work with. Yep. And the statistics of Malaysian working in Singapore, you can see the numbers are actually very high. And then especially now the border is closed, right? They also facing like difficulty getting Malaysians to work and all that. Yeah. So we have 80% graduates that actually get a job in Singapore. This is our statistics. That means 8 in 10 upon 6 months of graduation. And when we talk about statistics in Singapore, right, this is very sensitive. We won't dare to simply claim if it's not true. Yeah, it's validated by the graduate employment survey. Yeah, and we also have job fairs available. Now it's gone online. Yeah, and we help the students throughout their journey. And we have won the award last year also, Best Education Institute Singapore, some of the hostel information. And lastly, yeah, I come to the end of my slide. Any questions so far? I'll pass on the time to Chi.
Okay, all right. Yeah, thank you very much, Kathy, yeah, for your clear and informative presentation. Okay, so all right, so I hope all students are able to gain some knowledge about study in Singapore and PSB Academy. Okay, right. In the meantime, let's wait for the quiz time from Kathy. Okay, right. So if you have any questions, please type in the Q&A box so that we can answer you later on. Right. Yeah, so there's one question a student asked, can he or she be a lecturer? Okay, so what course should she or he take? So basically I've answered this. So he or she has to know that what kind of specialization he or she wants, right? The major that she wants to study, right? And you can be a lecturer in your profession, okay? Actually, yeah. So no issue, okay? It's, as long as you need to know what you are going to study in the future. Okay, so the rest we will answer later after the Q&A session. Okay, right. Any other questions? You can just type in. Okay, yeah. So you are going to start soon, the quiz time.
Yeah, now it's quiz time. We have prizes for the winners. So if you know the answer, please type in the chat box and then we'll see who has answered the most correct answers and we'll give a prize. It's actually a merchandise from PSB and I'll get Chi to send to you. Yeah, so are you guys ready? If you're ready, then I'll start the quiz now. Are you all ready? Okay. Right. Right. So question number 1. So which other dish from Singapore made to the list apart from Singapore chili crab dish? What do you think is the answer? Chi, maybe you can help me to track the answers because I can't see the chat.
All right. Okay, sure.
Yeah. All right. I see some answers coming in. Guys, keep going. Okay, so the correct answer is Hainanese chicken rice.
Wow.
Anyone answered correctly?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's good. Okay, we move on to the next question. So which of these brands did not originate from Singapore? I think this is pretty easy. Which one do you think did not originate? Just one correct answer. Okay, I think this is really easy. Okay, countdown, 3, 2, 1. Right, so the answer is Crocs because it originated from the US. Okay, if you guys are ready, I'll move on to the next question. Question number 3. Where does Singapore rank as most visited city in the world? Give it a guess. What do you think? Is it number 3, number 5, 8 or 10? Right, so the correct answer is number 5 because tourism is the major industry, right, as I mentioned in Singapore. So last year, we saw the record of 19.11 million international visitors arrival. Next question. Right, Singapore's urban planners have been promoting biodiversity and all its new development must have greens in line with the Green City since 1967. Which of the following is named the green lung of Singapore? I think I got hint for right side of the screen, the picture. It's pretty easy. Yeah. Okay, so what's the answer? We wait for the rest to answer, then I'll review. Okay. So the correct answer is Gardens by the Bay. Yeah, this is one easy question as well. Yeah. If you pay attention to my sharing just now, I did mention this. So is Singapore ranked as one of the safest country in the world? Yes or no? This one also very easy lah. Yes. So it's second safest city after Tokyo. Question number 6. This one also very easy. Does Singapore have the most multinational companies in Asia? I give you some time. I think this one can score straight 100% full marks. Okay, so next question. So the answer is yes. It beats Hong Kong actually. Yeah. Okay, if you watch this movie, so which of the following locations were filmed in Crazy Rich Asians? If you remember, it can be more than one answer. Keep going, guys. Right, so I'll review the answer now. So the answer is 1, 2, 3. Punggol is actually residential area. Yeah, so all the locations 1, 2, 3 are filmed. If you remember, this is actually the church. Right, question number 8. Singaporeans love to use acronyms in their sentences. So which is the following is true for MOM? What do you think? Mother of Motherland, Man of Ministry, Ministry of Manpower, or Ministry of Magic? Okay. I think the answer stopped already, so I'll review the answer now. Right, so this is MOM for Ministry of Manpower, the workforce. Okay, question number 9. Who was the Prime Minister of Singapore who served from 1959 to 1990? I think this one pretty easy also lah. Bonus question for you. Who is Lim Guo Tong? Lim Guo Tong, is he the one? Lim Guo Tong is actually the founder of Genting Group. So answer, Lee Kuan Yew. Yeah. So final question. If you have not tried your best, I hope this last question will be able to help you. This is also pretty easy. Which airlines did not originate from Singapore? This one very easy. Those I also can answer. Yeah, the answer is AirAsia. For your information, Silk Air and Scoot is also with Singapore Airlines. Yeah. Okay, so I come to the end of the session. Now I will pass the time to Chi to find out who is the winner.
Okay, all right. So who should be the winner? Who are the winner? All right. Okay, let me see. All right, the winner is Francis Ong. Right, Francis Ong has the most correct answer.
Congrats.
Okay,
So
right,
I will
congratulations.
send you a stainless steel tumbler. I'll send back from you.
Okay, so Francisco, you may message me back from the WhatsApp number, so your contact and so on. Okay, all right, you are welcome, Francis. Okay, all right, so we have done with the quiz session. So I hope all of you now refreshed. All right, we have a few questions actually for the Q&A session. Not too many for this moment. Okay, so if you still have any questions, you can further ask us. Okay, right, Kathy, shall we start the question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right, so I have one here. Okay, are there the courses, right, for broadcasting and television?
That's under mass communication, media and communication. As I mentioned, yes, we do have this program. Depending on which level you come in, we offer from certificate level, diploma up to degree level.
Participant can contact me further later on. Right, the next question is how to further study in Singapore after SPM.
How to further study? Just apply. You can look for Chi. Our course fee is actually very, very affordable. It's actually around, I would say, for both certificate and diploma level is around 30,000 RM. It's not very, very high. Yeah. And our degree for the entire 16 months depends on which specialization you're studying. And if you come from our diploma progressing on, 16 months course fee is around 20 over 1,000 Sing dollar. Yeah.
So the course is very short. You can complete in Singapore, right? Yeah, in 3 years or 2.5 years. Yeah. Okay, so we have the next question. Before that, we have one earlier question. Is there any IT and computer science courses recognized by professional bodies?
Our IT and computing course, right, is recognized by our Singapore Computer Society. And for the students that take on our network defense cybersecurity program, they are actually awarded with two free exam papers with the EC Council. Per paper is actually 1,005 Sing. So provided you pass with 70 marks above, then you can get this exam for free. It's actually a professional certification for cybersecurity, and then our computing, as mentioned, credited by Computer Society Singapore.
Right. So next question. Can I apply with my trial exam result?
I assume that you are from SPM or O levels. If let's say you are from O levels and you have your forecast result with you, you are no longer attending classes in school, which means you complete this year, just waiting for results. Yes, we are able to offer conditional offer letter for you to start first. But if let's say you're SPM student, I know that the next year there's a delay. And so therefore the first intake, probably you are not able to join January. Yeah, because of you are still studying in school.
The SPM exam probably is around January or February. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the next question: if students are from private high school, which means that graduated from A level, is it same level with diploma or still need to study diploma?
Depends on the major that you pursuing. We have students that use A levels result and progress to our degree for lateral, which is the biomedical sciences. Yeah, it depends on the university. If let's say there is year one, you can enter with your A levels. If let's say like Coventry, it's only year two entry, so you are able to start with diploma first.
All right. Okay, so this one already answered. Okay, the another one. Do you have program for psychology?
Oh, unfortunately, we don't have this program, but maybe she can help you with that.
Yeah. So, okay, for psychology, you can contact me, WhatsApp, so I can arrange for you. Okay, so next question. Does they provide courses for TCM, Traditional Chinese Medicine?
Our program is not the TCM type of program, it's more to the Western kind. Yeah. So TCM, we do not offer. Again, you can look for Chi if let's say you're considering this program.
Yes, yeah, TCM, I have a course for TCM. Okay. All right, next question. Do Singapore colleges or universities offer internship? Okay, any internship?
As mentioned, we do have internship for our engineering program, but then and also our global supply chain, logistic global supply chain, we do offer only selected programs, not all, because the reason of our duration is already quite short. because we offer 3 semester, trimester in a year. Therefore, our students, instead of 3 years degree, they are able to complete in 2 years or 16 months. So therefore, the internship is not included unless of the 2 major that I mentioned, right? To us, we will think that which one is better. Of course, if there's internship, that will help you to gain experience. But if let's say you are able to graduate faster and earn a degree salary, which one is better? Yeah.
This one able to help you. All right, next one. How's the working opportunity for media communication graduates? Yeah, media communication graduates.
I would say that media communication students, they are not just limited to broadcasting or journalism. I have seen students that come from this major, they choose this major because they are very outspoken and they love to network with people. And from this, right, you can actually branch out to different fields, for example, like e-commerce, design, business. All these are actually related to different programs that you can explore because it's a starting point for you. Although the students that study media, it's because their communication wise is good, right? So if your communication skill is good, I'm sure there are a lot of other opportunities for you to explore apart from just within that industry itself. Yeah.
Right. So next question, what is the minimum grade that need to apply for academy? Okay, I think this one is looking for lecturer just now. Same person.
If you're from SPM, then your minimum grade at least 1 credit, excluding your English. So we do have our English placement test, which is free. If let's say your 1119 do not get a D7, you can still get a chance to take our test. And our test is actually you, as long as you get 50 over 100, you are waived of the English requirement. Then you can start the course. Yeah.
Next one, what is the degree program at PSB for mass comm? Duration if coming in with SPM?
The duration for SPM student for certificate level would be 6 months first, followed by 9 months diploma. So that is 1.5 years for you. And then the degree when you progress is only 16 months. With Coventry or with Newcastle, yeah, either Australia or UK degree you can pursue.
Altogether from SPM would be around
3 years, yeah.
So the next part, internship during study. So I think already answered just now. Work opportunity for mass comm graduate. Yeah. So I think this has been answered just now, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Anything to comment? Right. So the next one, can we apply for scholarships using our SPM trial result? Scholarships.
Scholarship. We will still honor the student. We will still look at your actual result. I'll need to check whether we allow with trial result can apply because eventually we still require your actual result. I will check on this and get back to Chi.
So do contact me by WhatsApp. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question.
All right, just a minute. Okay, so that I know who is this person. Okay, to follow up for you. Okay, next one. If I have A level result, do I still need to get SPM certificate?
If
Already
there
have
is
A level result.
Oh, okay. A level result. You mean you do not have SPM result before?
No, it still ask whether still need to have SPM certificate after A level result.
Normally we will still ask student to submit if you have SPM and A level submit both requirements. Yeah, because we although we look at A levels, right? A levels normally because it's if it's Cambridge then explain explains the English is done already. Yeah, so you don't have to meet the SPM. But then it's good to submit the SPM result as well. Yeah.
Next one, do you need any specific subjects to be a credit or above, like engineer and like English or maths? Okay.
Yes, English. If you are from IGCSE, then we look at the duration for foundation diploma, normally 6 months or 9 months, right? So the number of credit that you get and also which subject will determine how many months you study, how many modules. So usually we will also look at your mathematics or your statistics on top of your English. Yeah.
So is it a must for English to get credit?
English would be a C or D. If it's a 1119 level, is D7. But if it's a general SPM level, it's just C will do. But if it's IG, then yeah, D. We accept D.
So other than that, below than this, so is there any chance for them to apply?
They can try. And take our English placement test if they do not meet the provided grade. Yeah.
Last question. What choices do PSB offer in media and communication? I think what kind of major is it for media and communication?
For media and com, we offer, we do not let the student choose what is the major. The student will basically study from PR to journalism to broadcasting. So they will study general one. Yeah.
So it's basically a whole program for
Yeah.
everything.
When you
Okay.
start with certificate, you are able to start with media and com or business. And then after your certificate, you can progress to diploma in this media com. And next year, we're actually offering new program as well, which is the diploma in analytics as well as graphic design and media studies. Yeah.
Any other further questions? Okay. Any other further questions? If you still have any other questions, you can ask us now. Okay. So for those, just now a few of you asked about certain questions. You can actually just WhatsApp to me to let me know those questions that you asked just now so that I can follow up with you later on. Okay. So I think no more other questions. Okay, all right. So so hope that you have got what you want to ask, okay, answered by Kathy, right? So students who like to know more, more about PSB Academy Singapore, right? The courses or scholarships, right? You still can contact me, okay? So let me get the contact here. Okay, right. So this is the contact. Yeah, this is my contact. So you can still contact me here so that we can follow up for you. Okay, right, for further questions. And if you have decided to sign up, right, your course with PSB Academy, so you can let me know. So I will arrange for your application with Kathy. Okay, right. Or if you want to visit my office in Penang, so just text me. I will arrange the appointment for you, right? And we will send to you the webinar link, today's webinar link. This is a recorded webinar, so we will send you the link so that you can go through again if you have missed out a certain part. Okay, right. So with this, okay, I would like to thank our speaker today, right, Kathy, for this today's insightful information, and thank you to all of you for attending this webinar. Okay,
All right.
so I trust students have got some good information, yeah, from us today. Okay, right. If you would like to know more, yeah, right. So we are looking forward to having you to join us again in the future event, right? So we will still update you any other webinar in the coming months, right? So anything from you, Kathy?
No, thanks for the questions. I appreciate your time. Yeah, so all the best in your studies.
Okay, right. So stay connected with us at Yes Education, right? So take care and stay safe. Okay, right. So see you next time. Bye.
Bye.